Hello. Right. We're not going to be scuffed today. We're already scuffed. Hello anyway. Hopefully. Let me see if I can fix things. We can never fix things. Let's mute the music 2 seconds, guys. Because I do not want echoes. Get rid of the old one. Hello, Night. Yes, Scuff is a Yukiro stream stand. I accidentally pressed live earlier as I was moving all my equipment. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, you don't see me for a reason. Hello, Marcus. Okay. YouTube is alright. I've deleted the old stream that lasted all of 20 seconds. Let me just double check. Twitch is working. Of course. Of course. How do you... No, I don't want to report my video. How do you... Okay, I don't know. Oh, there you go. Twitch is working now. Okay. I don't know how you I don't know how you delete the other ones, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, well, good afternoon, Mount or morning for some of you. I have no Twitch. Oh, okay, hang on. I did update all the credits though. Let me try and fix that. I'm still not completely used to Twitch. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing over there. And it's not working again. Okay, whatever, Twitch. Whatever. Twitch has been extra. Twitch, I just want Twitch has been extra. It keeps trying to boot up the old stream, the one that I accidentally streamed. And I don't know why. Okay, well, I guess it sucks to be Twitch right now. Add link, paste, and then Oop. Okay, I've added my Twitch link to the About Me page, so it should hopefully work. But I don't know what Twitch is doing in regards to streaming because it's been extra. It's been extra. We're not going to spend all day on it. Hello, Timur. By the way, I just want to thank you again for all the kind words. Honestly, I mean every single word of it. I still feel like I don't deserve kindness back because I don't do it for praise, but I appreciate it. Look, I say it how it is. If you're a good person, you're a good person. And you're a good person. You're good peoples. Right. We need to... Oh, I'm showing a toe. Hello. Chat. Ooh, no, don't hide chat. We want to just make chat just a little bit smaller. Just temporarily. It does work now? Ah, okay. I don't know if I fixed it or if it's just catching up. It's been extra. That's all I'm going to say. Right. So, the reason you can't see me is because I've done it again, folks. Look, if I see something I like, I want it. And when I want it, I get it. So today we have a new model release. I promise this will be the last customizable one. Actually, no, let's not promise that because you guys know what I'm like. Oh, you don't see my toe? It's right at the top. You can only see it now and then. It says on Twitch that the video download has been cancelled. Yeah, because that was the old one, the one I accidentally pressed as I was moving all my equipment. So I was going to stream downstairs originally, because the doggos are on their own. Then my sister's home now from work, so she's sitting with them. So I moved all my stuff back upstairs, and I must have pressed live by accident somehow. So yeah, I had none of my equipment set up. Hence why you couldn't see me. You can't see me now, besides the point. But you couldn't hear me, you couldn't nothing. My word, that toe might get you. Yeah, how scandalous. You're gonna see more than my toe. You'll see my ankle. Then it would be truly scandalous. Only so fine with new models. It's always fun finding out what new quality shall we see. So this one, it's not as customizable as the Suica one. However, I've made it work. And we have a game controller, which we don't have on this Suica model. And we have a new position. It's not toes night, it's hips. Hey, Twitch is a little extra with their YouTuber VTuber banning sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I can see why someone's been banned for that, even though they're like, oh, why am I banned? Oh, shock. But other times it's just like they banned them for that. At least you aren't in a bikini. Yeah. I'm not in a bikini. Could have made my Suica swimsuit a bikini though. I could have. I decided not to. But I could have. I could. I totally could have done my N7 bikini. Yes, I have an N7 bikini. I have an N7 towel, an N7 bikini, an N7 bag, an N7 hoodie. I'm not obsessed. What are you talking about? And yet Twitch won't apply the same standards to flesh tubers like hot tube. Exactly. It's so bizarre. It's like, hang on a minute. At one point, as I was setting up my Twitch originally, let's just say I caught sight of more woman things than I ever wanted to. Yeah. And it wasn't the most pleasant. And yet that stuff's allowed. Why is that stuff allowed? It makes no freaking sense. But whatever. Let's show off some more toes. Because, we're gonna get banned. I don't know why this model has bare toes, but I don't care. You get to see my toes. They're adorable, actually. That is a reference to another VTuber who got in very stupid hot water lately. I don't know the VTuber by name. I'm terrible at names. But I know who you're on about. Like, sometimes it's just so stupid, the reason people get banned. It really is. At least you get banned for the right reasons, yeah. I'm not showing off any hips. My hips are covered. It's just my toes and my ankles. I mean, look at those ankles. They're pretty ankles. Hello, Shin. Welcome to the chat. We're debuting a new customizable model. Bikini is fine. Asking men to buy water you use to bathe is what you'll trouble if you get it. Yeah, I think when I did the first Flesh Facecam stream, I think some of the people who tuned in that day was expecting me to be another Amaranth type streamer, and that's just not me. I'm happy to loot my own characters, and whatever. I myself am not very lewdy. I mean, the adult jokes, yeah, but I don't think of myself as that way, if that makes sense. Yeah, no. I will not be selling water I have bathed in. That's just weird. I mean, do what you gotta do to make the buck, I guess. What's with the hanged feet? Yeah, I'm debuting a new customizable model that I found. We do this here. Let's move down just a little bit. I mean, they're very nice ankles, though. You may not have been that kind of flesh tuber, but you're so beautiful in your own way. Thank you, Marcus. Again, I've got this habit where I need to stop being so self-deprecating in a more serious manner. Like, it's okay to self-deprecate as a joke, but I think I take it a little bit too seriously sometimes. It's just a flying party. Let's go slow down a bit. Don't look. It's fine. It's fine. It's just knees. It's just knobbly knees, okay? It's just my knobbly knees. So yeah, we have covered ankles. It's just our knobbly knees and our ankles. Twitch, don't ban us. So for this model, I did have to make do, because again, it's not as customizable as Suika's model. So I did have to make do, but we did make it work. So we do actually have a little bracelet, and we are sitting. We are sitting. Oh, I like the nice dress. Quite comfy. These type of dresses, night dresses, are really comfortable. There you go. And so I couldn't obviously get the methyl markings like I could on the Suika model, so I've settled with the N7 on the on a certain area. And the Dalish clan sigil on my arm. Just for now. Because I like showing off my Dragon Age and Mass Effect love. I do. So the tail wings, which you'll see, and the horns, all I had to get from either VTube Studio, the downloads there, or I had to find them online. The rest is, I think, part of the model. Why did you change from the Suika? I'm going to still use the Suika, 100%, always. It's a really great model. This one is just so I can have a different position. Like if I want to sit down and comfy stream with you guys, I can. Let's show off the rest of the model first. So yeah, here we are. Let's make myself just a little bit smaller so you can actually see all of me. There we go. And let's make chat a little bit bigger again. Oh, then I need to end then there. Okay. If I over here. So yeah, I'll always 100% use the Suika model. That model is still really insanely good. But this model does a lot that, well, I say a lot. There's a couple of things that the Suika model doesn't do. So obviously I can sit down on something, say if I got a swing. I think I got this from Canva. So I can sit down on the swing if I can. There we go. I do also have, which button is it now? Is it that one? There we go. I have my throne and my gaming desk. That because I didn't set this up with my Suica model. But I set up my laptop. Let's go bigger. So what we can do now, I have to remember which toggles. There we go. We can actually have a controller. So we can actually have a controller. So we can sit down, have a controller, and just comfy stream. I also have UChat. If I can. No, that's that one. Which button is it? Which button is no, it's not that one. Is it 3? No, it's 2. It's 2. It's 2. Right, where are you, chat? Oh, gosh. There. Come on, chat. There we go. So the credits for both the model and UChat are all in my description below, so don't worry. I'm having scuff. On top of scuff. But we have chat now. You are my little citizens. Where's chat gone? Well, you guys can see yourself. I can't see myself. Browser. Oh, there it is. It's because I minimized my browser. We're having a moment. I saw this. I was wondering if you're going to take up. I can't get air. Take up the one of that person you retweeted. Yeah. Hey, look. If I see pretty art, I want that pretty art. Okay. And if it helps support said artists, then I'll help support said artists. Too bad there's no meme of the guy who said match perfect. I think the more realistic models to the anime, but still not too shabby. I think the original model have a lot of personality when it comes to eyes. This one is quite good, but something feels lacking. Yeah, it's definitely not as like it's definitely different. But it's okay. It's a nice model. I love the mascot more than words cannot say. It's a very nice mascot. I came across it randomly. I was just like, I really want chat to be dragons because, I'm a dragon. We have a dragon in the background. And I'm just like, I was looking and looking. I was like, I could use the one I use for when I'm storytelling. But that's already kind of like me in dragon form. So I didn't want to reuse that for you guys. So I was like, let's see if we can find another dragon model. And I did. So here we are. I now have my chat with me. It does look like a Pokemon. It does kind of look like a Pokemon, yeah. It's kind of like a mix between Charizard and something else, like with a fire tail. Can the dragon do tricks as well? It can blush when I smile. You can't really see it because it's already red. It can't really do much though, unfortunately. It just kind of floats them bobs. And you can kind of see let's see if I can make it bigger. You can kind of see when I'm chatting, it does kind of move its there. Okay, it does have its tongue. So it does kind of talk as well as me, and obviously the tongue thing there. But it doesn't do like emotes or anything like that. Unfortunately. But maybe one day, when I'm rich, I'll get like all the things. What does N7 means, by the way? So N7 is I have to explain this to someone who hasn't played. Basically, Have you seen any of my Mass Effect videos? Low row. It's part of the Mass Effect universe. It's kind of like it's not an army, but it's part of like special optics sort of thing. And N7 is the name of that organ. There, can't speak today. It's part of that. And Commander Shepard is like part of the N7 unit. You know what, Marcus said it actually a lot better than I was trying to. I can't talk this week. This week could just be me stumbling over my words. My new wings are the real highlight, though. Yeah, they were from, I want to say, VTube Studio downloads. I got them from there, and the horns. The horns are new, actually. But VTube added them, and I'm just like, oh, okay. And since this model only had the elven ears and none of the dragon stuff, yeah, it works. The new model gives off a Japanese princess vibe, Himi, probably because of the hairstyle. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I am a queen, so it kind of fits. The mouth is weird. The mouth is a little weird. I'm not sure if that's the rigging or just the art style, though. I still quite like it. It's not as flawless as the Suika model, but it's still very nice. Like, the artist did put a whole lot of hard work into it. They might be new. I'm not entirely sure, but it's still very nice. One day when we rich indeed, exactly. So we do have some expressions. So we have the stars. We have love hearts. The ones on the side I added from VTube Studio though, just to hone in on the point that I love this. It's very very nice. We have sad because sometimes I feel sad because life is just sad. We also have annoyed for when I'm annoyed. Because sometimes people be people. We have the shadow. The classic. We also can look a bit more surprised. So we have options. Oh, and obviously we have the game controller, which you can't see because I've lowered myself too far. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we have lots of different options. Some the same, but we can do different things now. What is the purpose of this purple crown on the chat? I'm not seeing any purple crown. Purple crown? What purple crown? You say you're not good at talking? Well, I've heard firsthand what you make up for in talking. You way more than talk up for typing. The thing with typing is that I can use the autocorrect, so you don't get to see my dyslexic art so much on the computer in the written word. Plus, I can think more, and I don't have to stumble over my words. I've definitely gotten better though. definitely gotten better. The noise inspection looks very good. It does. Oh, wrong button. There we go. All right, I see it's growing on me a little by little. Still think the original models, bleh. Original, bleh. Model was better, but yeah, this is cute too. Don't worry, I will not be getting rid of the older model. So I still love the Suika model because that does everything that I want it to do. In regards to like how expressive the ears are, and just it's just such a nice model, that one. Eventually, I have got an artist mama in mind. I don't know how great her tatting is going to be because she's new to doing art for models. So I don't know how that's going to turn. And I also need to find someone who can rig her. I do have someone in mind, but they were closed the last time I checked. But I haven't got the art yet, so it's a moot point at this moment. But I am saving it for my own actual model. But I'll probably still use the customizable ones because they're still really good. It's just it'll be nice to be able to have the design I actually want with the facial markings of Mythal. And maybe I can, if I save up for a little bit longer, I can get an extra outfit, and maybe I can do like an N7 hoodie outfit. So right now I've just got the address in mind. But I wouldn't mind an N7 hoodie that can actually maybe go above my head. You know, have the hoodie up, essentially. Wait, the dragon mouth is open. I think that's like a chest fur or something. No, that is chest fur. Let me make him bigger again. So his mouth doesn't open, but it moves. So when I talk, his mouth moves. It doesn't open though. There we go. He's fine right there for now. Speaking of VTuber parents, did you check out the ones I posted? I did. I have them followed just in case I want to order art from them. Because even if I don't get them as my model mama or papa, I may have other ideas for artwork. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I kind of have I'm going to call it a bad habit, but it's not bad for the artists. A bad habit of commissioning people of my characters, whether it's me as a VTuber or just like my characters. So having more artists is never a bad thing. On YouTube live chat, there is a purple crown and number next to our name. It says something like, "Say chat more to support the creator." Oh, okay, that's weird. Can't say I've ever noticed that before. So I wonder if YouTube will send you something. I don't know, because I'm not monetized or anything. I'm literally just doing this for fun. I mean, if I ever do get monetized, great, but that's the least of my concerns. You may hear a hissing is just me opening the can, because I need a drink. Ow. Ow. I'm okay. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get one for your model because the general design motifs you have is really good. So the person I have in mind, if they accept, also did. I don't know if I know I've shared it on Twitter. I don't know if I've shared it here. But it'll be the same person who did the original design for me. Like I obviously gave them references and everything of what I wanted or what I had in mind. but they did the reference sheet. So I don't know if I've shown that on chat, like on stream. I know I've shown it on Twitter. Or maybe you could make a Dalish outfit like the Halloween one. I mean, eventually, when I've saved up enough money, what I would like to do is have like a whole host of different outfits. So Dalish would definitely be one of them. But I don't want to overstress this artist because again, she's new at this stuff. So I just want her. At the moment, I'm just thinking of just having the dress, or maybe the 2 outfits, like I've mentioned. We'll see. But eventually, I would love like to have just like whole outfit, the whole shebang. I thought that the mouth was that huge open spot. Yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from. No, it's just fluff. It's just floof. Just shows you've been in the chat longest. The longer you stay and watch the chat, you get a crown. Oh, is that what it is? You know, it's kind of fitting that it's purple. Purple's my favorite color, and it's crown because that is also part of Roshi mark. So it's actually fitting. I didn't choose that, I don't think. Or did I? I don't know. I definitely didn't. I don't think so because I haven't. When I set up this channel, I wasn't going to be a VTuber. I was just going to review books, which is why there's random book reviews in my still on my channel and my shitty artwork of a fox. As long as it's not AI, then I suppose it's for all artists. Yeah. So I have a love-hate relationship with the AI. I grew up as technology grew up. So when the Game Boy original came out, I was a kid. So I've watched technology grow. So AI fascinates me from a technological standpoint and how far technology has advanced. But I would never use it over an artist. And I wouldn't use it for any of my writing. I don't use AI for writing. I'd rather 100% me do all the work, which means I don't write anything because I'm having the biggest mental block of all time. And it was only occurred to me why after one of my friends DM'd me asking for a favor for one of her books because I make all my own book covers as well. So when I make my book covers, I've learned how to make really good golden text. Doesn't always look great, but sometimes it does. And she sometimes asks me to help her with that. But we were talking, and we got to talking about one of our mutuals that we used to talk to all the time. Unfortunately, she passed away last year from cancer. And it was her birthday coming up, and we kind of got to chatting again. Obviously not the one that passed away. Our other friend, our mutual, and she kind of made a point of saying that because she asked me how my writing was going, and I was like, well, I haven't been able to write for what seems to be a year. Like I've had ideas and I've written the ideas down. I've managed a couple of chapters, but nothing that I can get a contract with yet. And she was like, oh, well, maybe it's, because you and mutual always used to bounce off ideas off each other's. You used to write with each other, you used to give hint, help, and you used to be really close. And I was like, you know what, you're probably right. So I think I'm just in a slump because the person who was there with me writing all these books and coming up with ideas and giving me help is no longer there. And it's just really weird that I didn't put 2 and 2 together until the other day when she, like, our mutual, like, messaged me, and I was like, you know what, you're right. And it's just, so yeah, I'll never use AI. Even if it means I can't write for a while. But it's still amazing how far technology has come. But I won't use it myself. Hello, John. Welcome back. Hopefully you're staying safe with all your horrible, lovely weather. Corporate is actually quite weird since you guys came earlier than me. I wonder if it's a new feature. Is it a new feature? I don't know. I can't say I've really noticed. One thing I've been loving about all of your models is just how modest they are. You know, I didn't even notice that. I don't pay attention. But to be honest, I do kind of dress modestly. The only time I don't is if I'm going to the beach, in which case I guess all those people are going to cancel me because I wear a bikini and a wetsuit. And heaven forbid I wear those on the beach in the water. As I said, I do have an N7 bikini. I am not ashamed of my nerdiness. But I have the #1 crown. Oh, what congratulations! That is weird, though. That is a bit weird. Early YouTubing is full of videos that were meant for a different kind of channel. Yeah, that's probably true. I just realized that I don't, like, read enough books in order to do a review channel, whereas I play so many games. So it was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't read books and review them because I'm absolutely shite at that. So then I was like, yeah, I'll just game. But I didn't want to show my real face either because I'm very self-conscious. Once in a while's like fine, but I'm very self-conscious. I try not to be, though. My friends do keep telling me off for put myself down too much. I was like, but it's truth. Honestly, same here. I never want to use AI for any part of my favorite style of art, which is writing. You can gather and research for it. Yeah. Well, the problem with AI is obviously it scrapes data. It doesn't always know to fact check said data. Because if you ask it how many rocks you should eat a day, it recommends at least 1 rock a day. And if you ask it how to keep your pepperoni on a pizza, it suggests Gorilla Glue. Just put glue on your pizza. So it's not quite there yet. It's not quite there yet. So don't ever trust AI because it's goofy. I hate how Google is kind of trying to force you to use its AI like thing instead of actually looking at the websites for the information. Like it's taking views away from the websites, which means they can't monetize themselves through ads and whatnot, which then means they're probably going to go bankrupt and go down if they don't have the support. So fuck AIs. I'm sorry for the loss of your friend. Thank you. It's still hard because we used to be such a tight knit little group, and we used to write all the time together and bounce ideas off. And it's not the same. It's not the same. I do still talk to the 2 others, because they're still my friends, but we don't talk as much. One's become very successful as an author in the spaces that we were in, although I think she's writing on Inkit and Ream. I think she said it was. But she used to be exclusive to an app called Good Novel, but I don't hate them. but I can definitely see where the issues are on that platform. As long as it's not TapFun / iStory, because if you, I don't think some of you know, I did do an expose on them at one point. It's such a shady, horrible company. Do not ever recommend them. Anybody, whether reading or whatnot, because they're just horrible, shady ass people. Good Novels, it has issues, but at least they don't steal your money and your books, and then try to put them on a million hidden websites, and then pretend that their websites aren't theirs, so they can steal your money. Ugh, I hate TapFun. Hate them. Speaking of Vroid, I'm really excited for Adventures of the Crown to be released full. I keep meaning to go back to that. Every time I sit down to record it, it doesn't happen. I get distracted. I do need to get back to that though, because I promised my friend I would read her book. She's edited it now, apparently. I have to remember that she's changed her pen name on the book. Because I've got the book which has her old pen name. It's pretty much the same thing, but apparently there was too many people with the same name, so she had to change it. But she was getting mixed up with because my friend does not write in the same sphere as me. She writes just normal stuff. But the person who shares her pen name does share the same sphere as me, which is the smutty kind. So you can imagine a Christian woman who does not write smut getting lumped in with the person who does write smut. Forward. So yeah, she changed her pen name. I have to remember that when I read her book. AI is just such a hard thing to even use. It's vague suggestions of what you are thinking. Still need to put in effort. The problem is, it's not just the data scraping for me. That's an issue, obviously. The problem is when you rely on something that does something for you so much, you lose the ability to do it yourself. And if you've never done it yourself before and you only use, say, AI to write something for you, you don't then learn how to like spot your errors, how to, write properly, because you're relying too much on the thing to do it for you. And you don't retain that information. Whereas I'm dyslexic as fuck, and yet my spelling has improved, my grammar's improved, and I've just become a whole lot better at, writing. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not, famous levels yet, but I've improved because I've put in the work and dedication to improve. Whereas if I'd used AI all this time, I would be nowhere. Like, if AI went down and there was no more AI, or if the internet went down and we lost all, ability to use like spell check and everything else, including AI, I would still be able to write. I might, struggle a little bit more, but I'd still be able to write. I'll still be able to be creative. But people who rely on AI can't do that because they don't have the necessary skills anymore, or to start with, depending. So that's kind of my problem. I don't want people to rely on AI because they won't improve. They won't learn how to do things without it. And that's just not good. You need to learn. You need to improve. You need to keep honing your skills. Otherwise, you're just nothing. It's just a quick way of just getting something done. And it's not always very good. Writer's block is hard. I get it sometimes, and even I don't have it. I still struggle. Yeah, it really is. Like, it's insane how much I've been struggling for this last year. Because I definitely want to write. I've made book covers ready because I still enjoy doing those. So I've got book covers ready, and I've got most of my books fleshed out already. I've got like the outline, but I just can't seem to focus very well. One of my books is near enough words to get a contract on one of the platforms. That's really good. But I just can't focus on it. I think what I need to do is just sit down and just work through this funk and just push myself. Because if I don't do that soon, I'm probably just going to struggle continuously at this point. If I ever use AI, it'll only be for if I have videos to make out of necessity or pleasure. I hate my own voice. That's valid. Me too. I can never listen to myself and play back in recordings. I've had to get used to doing that because I hate the sound of my own voice as well. I think everybody does. I think everybody hates the sound of their own voice. The only time I've used AI is once when it first came out because I wanted to play around, see what I could actually do. Because again, I grew up with technology. Technology advances really, like, I just love how advanced humans are getting. We're also getting dumber, but besides the point. And the other time was when I was doing I'm going to say D&D campaign, but it wasn't a D&D. It was just a homebrewed little thing for my nephew. He's 11. He's not going to care about AI. And I'm not going to commission artists for that. If I was going to do something like a stream D&D session, not that I could, so I'd make a terrible DM. I would probably, commission someone for that because that's something different. It sounds the same, but it is different. So I would definitely put like a million more work into that. Whereas it's for an 11-year-old, he's not going to care. He just wants the fun adventure. But other than that, I don't think I've ever used AI. Monsoons have abated for now, but in turn, swarms of flying termites Ew. Well, I hope you don't get an infestation. That would be terrible. Especially if you have a wooden house. We don't have wood houses here. Maybe cottages have a bit of wood like stuff in them, but they're still kind of brick. So, which is why we're complaining so much in the summer because our houses are designed to keep heat in. Hence the bricks. We don't get nice, cool wood houses here because that would kill us in the winter. So our houses are designed to keep heat in. So yeah, we don't have wood. Our infestations are usually like ants or what's the other thing? Oh, what did our old twat have? What are they called? Silverfish. Because they survive and thrive in moist places, like bathrooms and things. They're usually a problem in older houses. Our flat really had an issue with it. I think it's the area they're in because the area is it's near what used to be not a lake. I wasn't quite a lake, but it's near like a huge body of water, not just like rivers and things. So it's very moist in that area. Did try killing them, but they're really hard to get rid of once you've got them. Luckily, no termites though. That would be terrible. But text-to-speech has always been a thing, even before AI. Yeah, that's true. I suppose, yeah. If you wanted to make a channel, but you didn't want to use your own voice, you could use text-to-speech. Is it Zentreya that does that? I'm not too familiar with her, but if I recall, she uses that. Your face in my pin looks very French-shaped. That one Halloween stream you did. My face is very friend-shaped. Friend-shaped. I don't know what it is. Like, most kids instantly love me. So do most animals. There was one cat that did not instantly love me. I think it was pregnant though, so it was very hormonal. That was when I was a child. Went over to stroke it, and it was fine when I was petting its head and its back. But I touched its stomach, not its underbelly, but the side of its stomach, and it scratched at me. It didn't actually draw blood or anything. It was fine. It was just more of a shock. That's the only time an animal has ever been not as nice to me. But usually, animals love me, and I don't know why. I think it's just my face. I look too dumb and innocent to hurt an animal, I guess. Also, AI should only be used for memes and fun posting in certain image boards. Yeah, I don't mind that. My thing is, as long as you're not using it for profit or stuff like that, as long as you're just using it for like shits and giggles, I don't mind that so much. Google has become so useless. It really has. It's really annoying. Like, I'm just like, Google, go away. Miss the time when people go to YouTube to search how-to stuff. I still do that sometimes. Especially if it's technology sort of things. Like, I'm having issues connecting my... sometimes I have issues connecting my PlayStation 4 controllers to my PlayStation 4 because I haven't played in a while and they've died or whatever. So I have to reconnect them. I always forget how to do that. So I always Google that on YouTube. Because YouTube's really good for that stuff. Or used to be. I don't know if it still is. I assume it still is because they must keep their older videos. But yeah, as Knight says, YouTube culture has definitely changed, and probably for the worst. We'll see, though. I mean, trends change, so maybe it'll improve again at some point. That's usually how things go. You get really good times, and then it gets shit, and then you hit rock bottom, and then it gets good again. There's only one way to go, and that's up. We just need to find where rock bottom is. I remember that expose on that book company. Yeah, that was back when I don't think I have that model now, actually. Do I have that model? Do I have that model? Holy shit, I do. I don't have it set up or anything anymore because I think I deleted it. Or was it that I deleted? It was on my old laptop. That's why. So I do have it again because I paid for it. So I do still have it. It's not set up though, so it'll be absolutely shite. But yeah, that was when I had the old model. When I was still kind of trying to decide what kind of VTuber I wanted to be. Same. I still feel like an old man who follows YouTube videos stuck when doing things sometimes. Yeah, because I pause them, and then I replay a section if I'm like, hang on a minute, how did he say you need to do this? A friend of mine said to give AI 5 years for the bubble to burst and collapse. Well, look at NFTs. I used to hate it when people used to shill NFTs. There used to be like, oh, it's the next big thing. All the game companies were like, oh yeah, we gotta use NFTs and make all the money from NFTs. And now, where are NFTs now? You barely see any of them. You barely even hear about them. So yeah, I think AI will. It's had its high, and now people are still interested in it, but they're starting to be like, oh yeah, okay, that was fun. Now for something else. So it's definitely a trend, especially with a lot of tech bro stuff. So I don't know how long it'll take. Maybe it'll be 5 years. Maybe it'll be a little bit less. Maybe it'll be a little bit more. We'll see. I definitely do see a little bit less of it nowadays. but AI is still pretty common. Not as much as it was, but still pretty common. Yeah, so the best thing to do is hope everyone uses AI and then wait for the internet to collapse. But the problem is, how to put this? AI and artists have one thing in common, and that is the people that the artists are complaining about would not commission them anyway. And AI's problem is the people who are using them are not paying for them. At least the majority of users. They would rather make a whole different account with a different email to get freebies than pay such an expensive subscription for what they gain. So AI is probably making a profit to a certain extent. Never underestimate the choosy beggars of people who want art for free, because they will find any way to get art for free, whether that's through AI or scamming artists or whatever. So that's what they both have in common, is they have people who are going to be, I don't want to pay for this shit, so I'm not gonna. It's whatever. We have those people too in the author sphere. The amount of DMCA's I've had to issue to take down books that have been stolen from me, and it's like, dude, really? I'm not even a famous author in this sphere. Like, compared to my friend, I'm a nobody. Why are you stealing my books? I guess they must be interested enough to steal, but come on. I didn't know you turned the youngsters in your family into D&D Quest on THS. Unfortunately, I had to stop doing that for my sister and my nephew, because my friend who's staying with us, his little one comes over during the weekends now, and she's 4 now, 3, 4, and it wouldn't be fair to not include her, but at the same time she wouldn't understand. So yeah, we stopped doing that. It's okay. But he had fun while it lasted, and I had fun trying to be a DM. Maybe one day. For me, AI is good as long as it's being used on where it is truly needed, like the health sector, security, and innovation. But with AI, with creativity, is a big no-no. AI can never be creative. It couldn't, because it can only like take images and kind of mash them together to create something that almost looks different. But I don't know. Like, at the moment, especially with how many rocks a day AI tells me I need to be eating, I don't know if I would trust it with my health either. Although I'm guessing that's probably different AI. I mean, maybe that AI is okay. I don't know. I don't know too much about that type of AI. I just know about what I've seen. All I know is it can be goofy. Efficient bathrooms. You're a bit. Wait, where did we get efficient bathrooms from? Did I miss something? Did I miss a bit of chat? I just realized I've got music playing. I don't think I've actually put music on for you guys, have I? Yeah, I turned it off. There we go. It shouldn't be too loud, though. $5 years is a long time, though. It does seem long. When you get to my years fly by. So 5 years might seem like a long time, but trust me, 5 years will come and go quickly. Correct, Centrea does the text-to-speech because she is deaf. I mean, that's fair. I knew she did it, I didn't know why. There's another one who does it too, but she's Indie, and that's because English isn't her native language, I think. Well, that's fair, that's fair. I did think of it myself, because I don't like the sound of my own voice, but then I thought it'd be too much work. And my laziness kind of kicked in, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. So now you guys get to be tortured. I'm gonna have to head off for a bit, but I will try to be back soon. No worries. Thank you for popping by as always, Knight. You guys have kind of been like... I don't want to sound parasocial, but you guys are like friends now. You guys have just like been here since like start, basically. And I appreciate it. I do. I do YouTube all the time for video game how-tos, unless my question doesn't have a video, in which case I either look up wikis or ask around, sometimes both. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. Also, it's not just the culture, it's also the rule enforcement. I saw one VTuber whose streams got struck for sexual content whenever stream in question was a gaming stream with guinea pigs in a pig pool. That's a weird reason to get banned. Or at least struck for sexual content. How is guinea pig sexual content? Who's slutting the guinea pigs? That's so bizarre. Hello, EcoQuest. There. Fumbling over words again. EcoQuest. There we go. At least the AI in question proves that Flight of Dragons is a significantly accurate movie with how you kind of breathe fast. You call it torture. I, being the filthy American I am, call it a beautiful voice. Thank you. I appreciate my fellow casual VTuber enjoyers. Well, that's the thing. I enjoyed watching them before I became one. I don't know who my Oshis would be, though. Because I feel like I'd be a fake Oshi if I claimed like I was like somewhere on my Oshi and I don't watch them constantly. But I really do like Sayu, the male one, not the female one. I know it's different spellings, but they pronounce the same. It's confusing, okay? I also like Rin Penrose. I don't know why. I think it's because she's also British, but she's English, so I should hate her. I'm joking, of course. Who else do I watch? Mother 3. She's a new addition to my little fixations. I do watch one or two of the more controversial people, shall I say? I'm trying to think of her name now, though. I'm terrible at names. What's her name? I can't think of her name now. I'm having a blank moment. What is her name? She does drama, which I try not to get into drama, but I love watching drama. I don't always agree with her, but she's entertaining, at the very least. I'm probably going to butcher this. I sometimes watch Smugglana. I think she's a little bit biased. However, she is entertaining, and intro, outro is kind of catchy. That's not the VTuber I was thinking of, though. But I do sometimes watch her. The VTuber in question with the guinea pig cam didn't get banned, but her main channel is demonetized. That sucks. She's on the more sexual side with her model, but her model was never the issue, and YouTube never said why her stuff copyright or struck. It's so weird. See, I wish there was a streaming service that took everything good from YouTube and Twitch, but made it all about VTubers, sorry. That would be amazing. And then we could, like, just do what we wanted, to a certain extent. As long as it was nothing, like, illegal or shit. Oshi doesn't have to be favorite, just someone you like and or heavily respect. Kami Oshi is favorite. Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot there was Kami Oshi as well. I have a few corporate VTuber Oshis, but I still love staying around indies. Love the atmosphere and chillness. Yeah, indies are really great. Like, if I notice an indie and I really have fun, like, watching them, I will. Who was the one I was talking about last week? She was also Welsh. I think she's indie. Is Kershay the controversial VTuber you watch? It's not. I'm trying to think of what her name is now. I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna have to look it up because I'm drawing a blank. I think she is German though, because Kershay is German as well, isn't she? Let's see if I can find her. Oh yeah, Endora Kutch is the Welsh one I was watching the other day and praising. She has a really, really good Welsh accent. Now I'm sure I follow her on this channel. Do I not follow her on this channel? I thought I did. Okay, it must be my private channel that I watch her on then. I could have sworn I've subscribed to her though. I know who it is in my head. No, I didn't ask to open a video. Oh. Mage Mini from Asteroid Music is my Oshi at the moment. That's fair. I don't think I've heard of them. Base Magalana mentioned. Again, I do think she is a little bit biased, but she is very based. Let me grab my phone that isn't used as tracking. The Android that I actually wish I stuck with. Because I don't want to log out of this channel on YouTube in case it flicks something over. But if I use my phone, I can change channel there. Somehow. Switch account. That's it. I'm fairly sure I followed her on one of them. How do you... Oh, that's why. I'll get there. Oh, that's why I can't find... Right, hang on. Settings. Switch account. God, why did they make things so convoluted? Like, I just want to look for who it is I've been watching. Oh, I watch a lot of videos. Okay, that could take a while. Where? Okay, I must just watch way too many because I can't find any of the videos. I'm sure I've watched like a load. It's fine. I'll remember eventually. Personally, I love Plays Connect due to how unhinged they get at times. I mean, that's fair. I don't personally go for like the company itself. I just know if someone's entertaining, then I tend to like just follow them. So they might end up being corpo, they might end up being indie. The only corporate VTubers I watch live are the girls from Agencies Legion and Moonhaven Media. Who have I managed to watch live? Saba, because I got home near the tail end of her live stream. I'm not usually into lollies all that much, but she's adorable, and her model is so expressive. I'm jealous. I'm not doesn't. I'm terrible at names, so it might be. I don't think it is though. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. No, it's not her. I think she's like a fox. With brown hair. Does that help? Probably not. Naira? No, it's not Naira. Is it Naira? No, I don't think it's Naira. I've heard of her though. Oh, it's giving me horse. Why is it giving me horse races when I look up that name? That's weird. Hello, dirt biker. It's really annoying me now. It's like I knew who it is in my head. I don't know any. Maybe she's not German though. I thought she was, but she might not be. God, why can't I think of her name? It's really annoying me now. It's really annoying me. Like I could have sworn I was following her, but maybe I'm not. Oh, look who shows up in my search history. Not my search history, the algorithm of the search bar. Smugglana. Let's see if I can find her. Like, she was showing up in my feed, like, so much the other day. And now that I want her to show up, I can't find her. And my name is completely blanked on her name. And I don't know what. Well, I know why. It's because I'm an idiot whose brain doesn't always function. And right now it is showing a clear case of blonde bimbo. Like, as soon as I find her, you guys will know who I'm talking about. I'm sure of it. Like, she's fairly big. Okay, everyone but who I want. Oh yeah, I also watch Iron Mouse, obviously, but I don't think I've ever watched her live, though. God, why is she not showing up on my... I wonder if she's, like... So weird. How can you go from always being on my algorithm to never being on my algorithm? I hope she hasn't got herself, like, banned or something. 'Cause that's weird. The fact that I can't find her. I am so confused. Okay, well, I can't find her anywhere. It probably doesn't help that I've completely blanked on what her name is. You know it's not you. Ah, how bizarre. I have to say, one VTuber I think is very close to being Kamishi Oshi, but it's not yet, is one formerly known as Bonnie Abomin... Bleh. Bommy... What is with VTubers and tongue-twisting names? Bonnie Abomination. There we go. About to debut in August as... Oh, Enrage. I was going to say, how the hell do you pronounce that? Do we have a bot here? Is there like a bot? Actually, I'll have a conversation if you're not a bot. Otherwise, I'm going to have to kick you. It's so weird that she's disappeared on my from my thingy, though. I'm fairly sure. Like, this is so bizarre, chat. Like, everybody else is there. Even some that I don't watch anymore or that much. Like, even Furry is there. She's also Welsh. But I don't think I've ever caught her any of her live streams. I don't know when she streams. Okay, well, if I come across her again, I'll let you know. But I have no idea where she's gone. She's just suddenly disappeared from the face of YouTube. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to give up. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here all day. Okay, I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Maybe post the VTubing. I can't even find them. I can't find their channel at all, Marcus. It's okay, Dirt Biker. Just obviously it's just a bit spammy. What is my culture? I am Welsh. Or British, if you want to go that route. I will never ever do an English accent again. You can't make me. That is the one and only time, chat. And you're not allowed to clip it. Okay, I'm fairly sure that's just a bot, so I'm gonna. Where are you? Okay, I'm getting rid of Like I think he's just a bot. Yeah, we got rid of him, Marcus. Fairly sure he's just a bot. Okay, well, if I find the YouTuber, I will let you guys know. I don't know where she's gone though. Like she used to come up on my feed all the time. I'm sure I subscribed to her. I can't find her, so it's weird. I wonder if she got so much hate sent her way that they got her channel taken down temporarily. That would suck. Like, I don't care what if you got different opinions or what, but doing stuff like that is shit. Or I could just be being blind and I just can't find her because I'm terrible at searching things. Either or. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind watching a few people. I don't always agree with people. But I do like to get a sense of other people's opinions sometimes, whether I agree with them or not. It's really weird, though. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me until I can find who this person is. Like, if I can remember their name, it'd be fine. Mind you, I haven't seen a video from them in a while. I don't know why. I just assumed that they hadn't been posting. I can't imagine she would have abandoned me because I don't talk to her. I've never, reached out to her. I've never tagged her. So weird that I can't find her, though. Favorites, trolls, blah blah blah. And that's just my playlists. I don't have any posts on that channel because I don't use it. Well, one day I'll find out who it was. I don't think I've got them on Twitch. Because I don't really use Twitch to watch people. It's gonna bother me, though. It's gonna bother me until I find out who it is. I don't know whether that's just a me thing. Do you guys do that? Get so hyper-focused on trying to find out something that you know it's in your head, but you just can't find it. The VTubers are mostly Japanese or English speakers. She speaks English, but I don't think English is her first language. I thought she was German, but she might not be German. I might just be misremembering. I can't speak. Like, she speaks English. I can't say I've noticed her speak another language. But it's really bothering me. I found her. I had to Google it, though. I had to Google it. Okay, it's Rima in Evening Star. Why did I not remember that? And why can't I find her on my channel? But yeah, Rima Evening Star. There we go. YouTube was not helping me in the least. But Google apparently knew who I was on about. Although she is, let's have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the sixth one down. But that's who I mean, there we go. That's who I sometimes watch. But why is she not? Why do you think she's German? She has an accent. Yeah, she has an accent. I thought she was. She might not be, though. Maybe I'm just being goofy. Why was she not showing up on my... Yeah, there she is. Ooh, don't play her video. I hate it when YouTube has... Okay, I've rectified the not subscribing thing. So I thought I'd already subscribed to it on this channel. But maybe it was on my other one. It's fine. It's fine. I've rectified that. That's one of the most unforgettable YouTubers. Hey, look. I am very, very, blonde, okay? I may be the smartest blonde you will ever know, but I'm still blonde. I'm just terrible at names, okay? Unless I interact with someone. Well, I say that. I watch her content quite a lot, so. I know I'm terrible. I am terrible. But yeah, that's who I meant. Is she not German then? Where's she from then? Oh, she's Canadian. Holy shit, why did I think she was German? Okay, well, the more you know. Well, now we all know who I meant. I thought you were a whitehead. I would like to be whitehead. Like, I do actually have silver dye, actually. Because I do plan one day to cosplay as well, myself. And go do the whole shebang. At the moment, my hair is platinum blonde, so it is white. It's not white, but it's very, very light blonde. So it may as well be blonde, like white. I think because every time I try to make like a very light, subtle blonde on these models, it always looks way too yellow. So that's kind of why I go white. Let's have a look. I should. No, wrong one. Wrong one. That one. Because I don't think I've shared this on. Oh, let's not cover me. I don't know. I am going to cover chat temporarily. So when I do get my own model, I am going to try and aim for more blonde, as you can kind of see, but not yellow. So that's kind of why I go white, because it's hard to get a decent light blonde on these models. They always look way too yellow. So this is kind of what I'd be hoping to go for. And who did this model? I plan on getting the model from the person who did this reference sheet. I plan on asking her to do the model for me. Oh, I thought the hair Halloween reveal was real. That was a wig. That was a wig. I wish my hair was that long. I have been growing it out, but it's going slow. It probably didn't help that a couple of years back, I did a charity thing where I shaved my hair off. So it's growing back. It's not as long as I would like it to be. I thought the only difference was the hairstyle, not the color. It's still a whitey blonde, which is kind of what I'm hoping for, rather than a yellow blonde, because I don't want yellow blonde. Like I don't want to look yellowy. So I've gone with white for the customizable ones because it's closer to the hue I would want. But yeah, this is the design. It's lovely. But I realized I didn't show it on stream. I've only reposted it on Twitter. But it's by Belissa, and she's lovely. So when I do get enough money saved for my own model, I'll be using her again, but for the actual model. I don't know how I'm going to get it rigged yet. I have settled on one of them because they're quite cheap, but they fill up really fast. So if I don't get them, I'm going to have to rethink who I choose. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm nowhere near ready yet, so... I didn't know you did a charity event. It was a long time ago. It was I want to say a year or two after my mum passed away from cancer. So I did it in her honor. But that was long before I became a streamer. Obviously. Let's get rid of that now. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. So I did it for when I was in my old job. Well, I say old job, I've kind of gone back there now. But yeah, when I used to work retail, so I can't say when I used to work retail because I've gone back to working retail. It's a good thing they took me back. I kind of missed the interactions between customers. I might be an introvert, but sometimes I want to be social. If you want another amazing model pupper, I know a pretty amazing one who does both humanoid and animal designs. I definitely do want a more personal dragon design eventually. So I'll definitely think about it. Because I like the lucky dragon one that we use for when I'm reading. But if I could get custom models for everything, so then it only belonged to me and not probably 1,000 other people, I definitely would. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I gotta work hard and make a lot of fish and chips. Actually, what have I been doing? Because I haven't... Normally fish and chips is the thing I make all the time. But customers haven't been buying fish and chips lately. They've been buying chicken tikka masala. I don't know why, because it's summer. You'd think they'd want to not get hot. But apparently... Yeah, obviously not you, Marcus, but never let Americans say that the British have no spice. Because the chicken tikka masala is our national dish, apparently. I had to look into it since the last time I mentioned it. Apparently it was made in Scotland. So it's not quite... It's inspired by Indian cuisine, but it was made in Scotland. Actually, I'll post a video of some of the person's work on Discord. That's fine. That's what that section's for, after all. Besides, I'm as much a fan of artists and VTubers as you guys. That's why it's still like a little bit surreal that I'm someone's Oshi, because I'm more of a fan than I realize, and then obviously I do it, but it doesn't feel like it. What's the time? 3:30. That's not bad. That's not bad. I might stream tomorrow as well. It depends. I was originally not going to, because my nephew is moving up in the world. He's going to... I don't know what you guys would call it over in America, because your school system confuses the frick out of me. But here it's secondary school. So he's going up to a new school. Which is going to be fun. I used to go to that school, kind of. And by kind of, I mean before it got dismantled and rebuilt. Same location. Different buildings. But yeah, come September, he's going to be a teen. Kind of. Almost. It's really weird. I don't like it. It makes me feel old. It makes me feel very old. And I don't want to feel old. I want to feel young. But yeah, I was getting to a point. I got distracted, sorry. So originally there was a sports introduction day there at the secondary school. My nephew doesn't really do sports, so I didn't think he'd want to go. He's too much of a nerd. He takes after me way too much. But apparently the spots were all filled, and then it turned out that no, they weren't doing it, and confusion. But originally I was going to go up there with him, but now we're not. So now I'm free Wednesday instead of busy. So I might actually get to stream tomorrow as well. I don't know about Thursday yet. I mean, I could. I'm not in work, so I could do 3 days in a row. Wouldn't that be exciting? Because we don't have shopping. Oh, I've lost track. My mic was in the way. Because I don't have shopping today. 'Cause Tuesday is usually a shopping day. My dad's not here. He's gone to visit a friend. My sister did shopping yesterday for us. My aunt, who we usually take shopping with us, she's on holiday. I think, where did she say? Benidorm? I think she went to Benidorm. It's a lucky bitch. So we don't need to do shopping day today. We could do it any day. So I'm no longer going shopping today. Hence why I'm streaming. I think chat is messed up. It's taking longer to load my messages. Ugh. Are we scuffing? Are we scuffing? Let's see if I can... Hopefully this doesn't scuff stream. Okay, mine seems to be going through quite quickly. However, that is through the main website. So let me double check. Yeah, because there's one message the screen did not pick up. That's so weird. Mind you, there was when someone was mentioning before how some of their messages weren't going through for some reason. If you check on the YouTube chat itself, the message should show. Okay, let me have a look. Oh yeah, because you said check the VTuber chat channel in the Discord if you want a taste of the work of the model puppet I mentioned. Yeah, and that didn't show up, did it? That's so weird. And it's not like Discord as a word is banned because it showed your other message. YouTube is being weird. Someone call the cops on them. Tell them they're doing illegal things. Oh, I think I have them. Yep, I have them. I'm following them. I'm probably going to butcher their name though. Is it Cranberry Inari? I believe that's how you pronounce that last bit. Reem, why are you not showing emotes? Is it because I'm going through Reem and it doesn't have emotes as a thing? Hello, Fex. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, Flame Visit. What is it with me and stumbling over words lately? If you check the YouTube chat itself, no, that I already read that. I've noticed that in other YouTube chat, not sure why, but it happens. It does. It's so weird. Like, it's not as if that chat was like had anything bad in it. It was just a continuation of the other message he had left. But it's been doing that with some of my viewers, and I don't know why. It's so bizarre. Okay, it's still a little bit laggy compared to the app. But it does seem to be a little bit faster now. So hopefully that refresh fixed kind of fixed it. I can't quite tell without chatting a bit more though. But yes, hello. You came at the part where they were scuff. Scuff happens here. We embrace the scuff. You do have her followed. I just wanted to show proof of what she does since I know you were wanting both another full dragon model, and I thought maybe she could help with specifics. Of what you want. I'll definitely be keeping her in mind, don't worry. I just don't have money. I say that as I keep buying models. This is kind of why I don't have money, because it's either Magic the Gathering I spend my money on, or it's pretty art. And obviously bills and stuff, but... The screen has been lagging this entire stream. It's so weird. Like, I haven't changed any of the settings, I don't think. Let's have a look. Bed in chat. Reply commands. Don't. No, don't. Oops, no, not analytics. Filtering? Hide common chatbots. Yeah, well, it doesn't work if YouTube has the chatbots, does it? Okay, I don't know how to fix that at the moment. I will have a look at it next time. It might just be. I'm gonna guess YouTube being stupid. Yeah, I think you're an addict. Stop it. Get some help. I do need help. Okay, I need all the help. You do not know how many commissions I have, like of my cat readers alone. Let's see. Commissions. How many are in here? Okay, apparently I've it doesn't say how many is in there. I have 313 megabytes of artwork in my commission folder. I need more. Oh no, magic. I play Commander now. Playing CZG is rough on the wallet. I'm kind of sad because they released the Final Fantasy set. Was it the end of last month? And I told myself I wasn't going to get it yet because I needed to pay back my sister for the holiday that we had. So I was going to buy it like at some other point. It's now out of stock, and I'm not happy. So I'm seeing my friends get all these amazing like Final Fantasy ones, and I'm jealous. The last set I got though was Mike was in the way of tracking again. Was the Dragons of Tarkia, and I've made how many sets have I made? I made one Commander. I've got my monks. I've got the Dragon Healers, which is they're not really healing, but it does a lot of healing. I got the Mobilize deck. And there's another one. It's a 1/1 counter deck. I was in an angry mood that day when I made that. But it's played three different ways every time. Like I've played it 3 times, and it's played 3 different ways. I need to make sure it works. My friend was a little bit jealous of the Hydra I've got in there because it gets a 1/1 counter at the is it end of combat or something like that. It gets a 1/1 counter each turn, and then it does endure X, where X is the Hydra's power or toughness, or maybe it was so I don't know. So it does a lot of 1/1 stuff. And she was like, "What's that?" And it's only a 3-drop. You only have to cast like 3 land to play it. It's insane. It starts off as just a 2/2, but at the end of your first turn, it's already a 3/3. So it has potential to become a real dangerous like thing. But yeah, she was like, "I'm jealous. I want it." So I think she's ordered it for her one of her decks. It's not just the commissions, it's being so into Magic really quickly. To be honest, we were only playing Magic a lot because one of our friends, the crazy guy, he wanted to get into it. And we needed to teach him the way of the nerd. So we got back into it. The last time we played was pre C word. The bad C word. And so we got back into it. And we've only been playing it because, you know, we couldn't do D&D. So that's kind of why we keep playing. But now it's just like becoming another addiction. But now that we're doing D&D again, you might not play Magic as much. I still want to make more decks though with the Tarkias because it's a set based on dragons. How can I not love it? I'm a simple dragon, and I have simple loves, and that is other dragons. At least you have plenty of JRPGs to help with your family. Yeah, that also doesn't help. But I want to play all these games. I really want to play Repo, which is weird because I don't do well with horror. But I've got no one to play it with, so I can't. That sounds fun. Deck building can get addicting. It can. I think my strongest deck. I've tweaked it now, but I originally made it out of scraps in a cave, and it's an elf deck. So green white. Does 1/1 counters. It's just generally all around nasty. I don't play it much because it is just that hacks. It is just too strong. I do have like 3 elf decks though. One is that one. I've called that Riesel's clan because Riesel's my D&D character. He's a bit of a twat, but I love him. Then I've got another one, which is... What does that one do? I can't remember what that one does. And then or have I just got 2? No, because I've got 3. So the other one is green, white, black. That one focuses on... What one was that one? I want to say that was... Was that my... Or do I have 4? I think I might have 4. Because that one does a lot of death touch, elf tokens, things like that. Then I have my Solus deck because I wanted to make a deck. Well, I had one originally, but I wanted to remake it to be better. So that's based on Solus from Dragon Age. So lots of wolves, lots of elves is in that deck. It's not as strong, but it's mine, and I love it. And then the 4th one, which it is an elf deck, but it's not really. It's a I'm probably butchering the Saprolin deck. So it has lots of elves in it. But it's based on making like Saprolins and tokens. And I also love that deck. But yeah, I love deck making. It's insanely fun. I think my favorite deck is probably going to be... Oh, what's it called? It's not a strong deck. Let me see if I can find it. Might lose tracking on my thingy, but my mic should be able to reach. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? There it is. I can't read upside down. I know. Don't you fall. Don't you fall. Okay, I got it. Hedron, there we go. I knew it was a H something. I couldn't think of the word. So Hedron alignment. If you know, you know. But basically, it's an enchantment. And the way the deck works is that you have to have this Hedron alignment in 4 places. So you have to have obviously all 4 four of them. And you need 1 in play, 1 in exile, 1 in the graveyard, and 1 in your hand. And if you have, at the start of your turn, if you have 1 in all 4 places, you win. So the deck is not strong. It's built well enough to protect itself, but there's lots of card draw, searching for like cards. A lot of your other players can choose whether they want to discard a card or put it in exile, or they get to keep it. Things like that. It works, and the reason I like it is because it freaks out my friends, because the deck itself is not strong. it's strong enough to like defend itself. I've made sure of that. But because they don't know what I've got in my hand, unless they've got like specific cards to let them see what's in my hand, they don't know how close I am to winning. And it's just a game of poker face, really, and mind games. And it's just so much fun. Like, I don't have to win with brute strength. I've just got to last long enough to find all 4 of the cards that I need in order to win. And it's just fun. Because with the psychological terror I get to inflict upon myself. I think that says something about me, though. I wouldn't like to say what. But yeah, I love making decks. I think my friends kind of regret giving me the last, because I had 3 of them. I had 3 of them to start with. But I needed 1 more to make the deck like work. And one of our friends was like, "Oh, I think I've got one of those." And he gave it to me, and I was like, yes, now I can take over the world. Oh, I remember that one. Alternate win can't get me fun. It does confuse some people sometimes. It does. It's so fun. Because they're like, even if, like, usually I use it in a, like, one-on-one match. But sometimes I'll use it in a multiplayer. And people are like, oh, Yukiro's over there. She's not really doing much. It's fine. She hasn't got an army or anything. She doesn't look very strong. And then all of a sudden, I win. That's kind of how it went last time, because they were focusing on each other because they all had nasty shit, and I was just in the corner, like, minding my own business, and I snuck up on them. So fun, so fun. I could talk about Magic all day long. I really could. The one thing I haven't tried, though, is the online one. One, because I prefer having the physical, like, things in my hand and being able to, like, touch them. That sounds so wrong. But I like having the physical thing in my hand. And I think the online one has the same cards have different abilities, because I think I was looking at Baldur's Gate online set, and Lazael, I'll get there. Her online one was completely different to the one I've got. She's one of my commanders, actually. And it was just weird. So I was just like, do I really want to spend all this money on cards that I can't physically own and use against my friends, just to play the online version, which I might not even play, because I prefer playing with my friends. I don't really do, like, competitions or anything. So I was just like, it's probably not worth it. I do have it on Steam if I ever do want to try it, but I don't want to sink money into cards that I can't hold physically. I don't know how it would play either. Apparently it's all automatic, and you've just got to be quick about it, but I don't know. I like having room to think. And it's more satisfying winning against my friends. I don't always win, because my friends have some nasty shit too. But yeah. It's a good game. It's really fun. I'm just really sad that I don't have the Final Fantasy set. The biggest mistake is leaving her alone. Yeah. He knows from personal experience. I will. Yeah, sometimes my friends pop in. Hello. He knows firsthand the pain. Although your goblin deck is nasty. Everyone fears the goblins. That was made from scraps in a cave too. Are you off today, Will? I'm guessing you're off today. Or you've just finished. Hard to tell. I'm surprised I don't see VTubers play Magic the Gathering despite it being popular. Mostly I see them play Yu-Gi-Oh! I've never actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic the Arena is not bad, but yeah, prefer social in-person games. Yeah, it's just more fun when you're there and you think you're about to win or you think you're about to lose, and then everything just changes. And it's fun. It really is fun. Yes, that does not really answer my question, but yes. Typical Will. Oh, you're not there Friday, are you? So there's no D&D this Friday. I remember. How's that cult working for you, Will? Flame Visit, you probably don't know that inside joke. So Will is part of my D&D group. He doesn't always join chat, but sometimes he does. His character is a thief, and a very dumb one. I love him actually. We've been playing Baldur's Gate, so Will's very well aware of Shar and what happens with her members, and he still decided, oh yeah, I'll join this cult. Get my memory erased. Why not? The party is a party of choices. I'm day off. The best part is the Goblin deck was decent at first, but we just made it so much worse. And nope, I'm away. Okay. We did make it worse. And we keep finding cards to make it even more worse, if that was entirely possible. It's such a great way of like just tweaking decks and making them worse. That's okay. We can do D&D a week after, I think. As long as nobody's sick or anything. It'll be fine. Maybe we'll win some matches. Speaking of which, dare you? we managed to play last Friday. One of the Okay, so we've all been thrown into a coliseum. I can't remember how much I've actually told chat because it's been fucking forever. And we've had to join these party group things. Only me and our druid are in the same group. Will decided to join another group, Crazy Party. And the others have joined a different group as well. So apart from me and the druid, we're all in different groups. And last session we had to we were doing an obstacle course kind of thing, where we had to get down the torches from the chains in the air, climb a wall, cross a tightrope while imps shot fireballs at us. That was fun. All the while, everything has oil on it, so lots of fire. And then we had to light the brazier at the end. Fun party, yes, they are pretty fun. So me being the awesome ranger slash cleric, because apparently I've become religious. So I managed to get my torch down with an ease. Who come along and stole my torch? This asshole here. He was like, yeah, why should I put in all the work to get my own torch when I can just steal his? And then my druid party member decided to be extra. I'm getting it back. Why have we got this chaotic druid in our party again? So because I was like, I want my torch back. I'm gonna get my torch back. I was just gonna like zoom up to him and like trip him over and then like slap him across the head and just be like silly. Our druid turned into a was he already Quetzalcoatl? I think he was already Quetzalcoatl. He swooped down picked Will up. I was going to drop him from a high height, killing him. Lucky enough, Will did not die. But yeah, he went extra. And I'm just like, hang on a minute. Just because we're not in the same teams right now doesn't mean we're not the same, like, adventuring party. Mind you, I don't know why I was surprised, because the same druid decided he was going to eat a bunch of people. Because apparently he thinks that turning into a dinosaur gives you the stomach of a dinosaur, where you want to eat people. I think he's been watching way too much Jurassic Park. Oh, we have such a crazy party. So crazy. When the kobold is one of the smartest members of your group, you know you done fucked up. No, he made a point to change into one. Ah, that's right. I couldn't remember if he'd already changed into one, or if he had done that just to spite you. Either way, I knew he was gonna be extra about it. He's always extra. He's crazy. Kind of like the person behind the character, mind you. I've missed D&D. Not gonna lie. It's so fun. When you've got that party, like that group, and you just kind of mesh well. And you just crazy times. It's crazy times. I still don't know how we're going to fix things, though, because we need to get your memories back. Which may or may not include saving that woman. We also need to find that guy's wife. I think her name was Arabelle. I don't know. I don't have the list of names on me. They're still at our friend's house. We need to save ourselves. Although apparently we might just get released back into our natural habitats. So we might not even need to wish to be free. What else do we need to do? I can't remember. But I guess I can't make fun of Will too much, because he isn't the only party member who lost some memories. Although mine wasn't due to joining a Shah cult. Mine was due to Sphinx. And she was nice, at least. She only took some of my memories. And her little love notes left me heart. You know, the anime Record of Lotus War was based on an RPG session the creator played with friends. Tabletop RPGs are fun social games. They can make good memories. They really can. Like, before I met these guys, these crazy friends of mine, the closest thing I had to D&D were internet servers called MUDs, which is short for multi-user dungeon. There's also Mushes, which I can't remember the abbreviation of that. Moose, I can't remember that one either. I think one of them means that I want to say Mush is when it's just text, no combat, no items. It's all RP'd, I want to say, but that might be Moose. I can't remember. But they were basically text-based online roleplay games, and a lot of them were based on D&D. I think originally, if I remember my lore, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, but they were based, I think, during army times or just after, and people used to use them for D&Ds, as well as chat rooms. That was my only experience. The first one, I think, was called Cities of Midoriya, I think. That was much more closely related to D&D. So it had a lot of the same spells. There were some differences. Like, they had their own, I'm going to say, races. They were still the basic like elves, but they just weren't called elves. Cirio, I think it was called. This is unlocking memories. But that was a mod, so it had combat. You could craft items to a certain extent if you trained in that sort of skill. They were a lot of fun. There was a lot of assholes in there, unfortunately, and yeah. How to put this? I guess I'll use the term. I hate using it, but PDF files. There was a lot of those in there, apparently. I only came across one, thankfully. But there was a lot of those type of people in there, unfortunately. A lot of assholes, which made it not so fun. But when you had a good group of people you role played with and engaged with, it was fun. It was fun. Find that relic for Foxley. That's right. I completely forgot about that because we've been side quested so much. I'm just getting ourselves into too much trouble. It's a good thing Weasel actually remembers that part. Because he doesn't remember anything from Glaveshire. Fun times. Fun times. I guess I've got to cause some chaos now and then. What's the time? What is the time? No, just gone 4. How long have we been streaming? 2.5 hours. It's not bad. Yeah, it just takes a few people to ruin it for everyone, unfortunately. Yeah, that's true. The last med I was playing, it was actually my second one. But I went back to it because they reopened again. What was it called? Advent of the Mist? Was it that? It was Advent something. That was good for a while. The problem with that one was because I was a builder on that one. A builder, kind of what their name implies. I got the hiccups. You build the rooms, and we, as a building team, we didn't actually have access to change the rooms or add new rooms and things like that. So what we had to do was write the rooms out and then wait for permission so we could edit the rooms. But the creator she liked to blame us for not doing our work. However, we couldn't physically get the work into the game because we didn't have access. So it was kind of like a back and forth of, oh, well, we've done this thing, we want to add it to the game, but we need permission. Okay, well, I'll give you permission. Permission never came, and then, oh, but you're not working. And it's like, well... the other issue was one of the players accused me of being in a click. Click? I had to think, bleh. I got it. Click. And I'm just like, I'm not in a click. I'm trying to include all the new players because you guys have been assholes and not including them in the current storyline. And then I got accused of hogging the storyline. I was like, no. I've been trying for months to get them to go to a certain character, not me. Because my character did not want to be included in this current storyline because past stuff. He kind of wanted out of it. But because this player was not playing that character, the story couldn't get anywhere. And it's no fault of her because you get burnt out if you're playing the same character over and over. So she was playing a different character quite a lot because she was having fun with that character and she was enjoying herself, which is fine. But because the characters had no one to turn to in regards to this evil that was plaguing people, they would kept coming back to me, and I'm just like, well, I'm trying not to get involved because this is this person's storyline. And it's just like, well, it's not my fault if people keep coming to me for advice because I seem to know what's going on, more or less. And you're not playing that character. The person who's, the girl, she wasn't bringing up any issues. It was someone else. And it's just like, dude, if she doesn't want to play that character, that's fine. But you can't then blame me for hugging all the storyline if she's making that choice not to play that character. That's not me hogging in. That's her making a choice not to play that character to, take over. It's just like, don't be so toxic about it, dude. And then that same guy became a mod, so I was just like, yeah, nah, that's it, I'm out. He was already using out of character info against me, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. There's no way you would have learnt that in character, because my character is he's good at what he does. So I'm just like, nah, I'm done. You would be able to remember that as he gave it to us after we finished it. Yeah. It's just Glaveshire. So I'll remember that I want to I'll remember everything after Glaveshire. So the fact that I want to give the scroll to the elves, I'll remember that. But I won't remember anything to do with the noble we helped arrest in Glaveshire. Which is going to be awkward if she's free. Or if something else has happened to her. Because everyone will be blaming me, and I'll be like, who? Now, I should remember her, because I think I met her before Glaveshire. Unless my memories before Glaveshire have also gone. But I think our DM just said Glaveshire, didn't he? So I should remember her. I guess we'll have to find out. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I definitely wouldn't mind try DMing for our group though. One day. I don't have any hope that I'll do well though. Our current DM is amazing. I don't think I could top that. What else can we chat about today? So I think most people have gone to sleep now, because I know it'll be quite late for Shin, so I think Shin's probably fallen asleep, bless him. Knight said he might be back, but he might be sleeping as well. Depending. I keep forgetting how many hours ahead people are. Time zones. It's weird though. I'm so used to being ahead of everybody. I'm used to being the timey-wimey Time Lord and being ahead of everyone. But now everyone else is ahead of me. I'm losing my voice. That means I've gone on too long with yeah, being a DM seems like a lot of planning. It is. I'm impressed with our friend who does it. They just like a lot of the creative aspect of world building. See, that's what I like. So when I did it for my nephew, I made up my own gods. Not that we really dived into them, but I made up my own gods. So dog hair was up my hair. Blech. So I made up my own gods. I made up a couple of my own races, although they're kind of furry, so not a furry, but I have furry races. And what else was I making? I made a world map for them. It was kind of shitty, but I tried. What if I actually have that on my computer? Because I think I was using my old computer for that. Holy hell, I do actually have my map. That is hilarious. There. I won't leave it on screen too long. Yeah. My shitty map. It wasn't the entire world. It was just some of the world. I had fun making it. There we go. I got rid of it. I will say, because obviously my nephew and my sister doesn't really know how to do D&D, I made their characters for them as well. I like word plays and puns. So we had Robin the Banks and Pandora Fox. So much fun. I have had way too much creative liberty. Doctor Who's your favourite Doctor? Probably Tennant. I haven't really watched much of the later ones though. I kind of gave up after Tennant. And I don't think I watched all of his either. Every time Doctor Who plays, or shows, airs, whatever you want to call it, I'm usually in work. So I don't tend to watch daytime TV anymore. Because I never have a chance to. That's a neat map. There. A neat map, really. It looks quite good, thank you. I tried. I might have the link. Do I still have the link? Do I have the link? I think I do. Incarnate? I think that is the website I used. Incarnate. Ink as in ink and quill. And arnate as in incarnate. I'm pretty sure that's what I was using. Same Tennant had fun stories. He did. That's probably one of the best iterations of Doctor Who that I've seen. What I need to do is see if I can find like the whole series. That's going to be hard because of how many there are. And just watch them again. Because I can't even remember which Doctor Who was going around when I was younger. It's been around forever. I did watch one episode of the new Doctor. I can't remember his name. What was the episode about? He had a family, but it wasn't really his family. And there was some person who'd made him forget, but she wanted him to remember or something. It was weird. I can't remember. It wasn't bad. It was just confusing to follow along. I'm assuming because I hadn't watched like the previous episode, and I'm guessing it was like a two-parter, because it kind of seemed like a two-parter. But I couldn't follow along, so I was just like, oh well. But I think my favorite things are the Weeping Angels, because they're just creepy as all hell. That's probably a common take, though. Everybody probably thinks they're the best. Although the children in Mask, I can't remember their actual name now. It slips me. But the children with the smoke, is it the children that wear the smoke masks, or is it the creepy adults? I want to say it's the kids. But that one horrified me as well. I remember that episode, kind of. I think I'm too traumatized, so my memory is like, bye. But where I live, well, not where I live, but close enough to where I live, they used to have a Doctor Who exhibit. They don't now, unfortunately. They got rid of it. But they used to. I don't know what's there now, actually. Because they used to have I got hiccups again. They used to have a Dalek just outside. If I recall. I'm glad these hiccups aren't the squeaky type, because usually I'm squawking. I don't want to be squawking down the mic. That'd be embarrassing. Right, what's the time? Almost 4:30. I may need to go soon, so I can go and grab something to eat. I did eat earlier. I had some boiled eggs. I was just being bland. I need to go and cook something. I don't know what yet. I'm not really... I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. Do, 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 do. Right, okay. Okay, I'll definitely try and stream again tomorrow. I'm losing my voice now. Okay. You'd think my voice would be used to me yapping, because I've got to do it for my job. Right, yeah. So I'll definitely try and stream again tomorrow, because I'm not in tomorrow either. I don't know what time. I'm gonna wake up early, or early-ish, because I've got to take the doggos for a walk. If we say about... Oh, and I'll probably want to eat before I stream. No rumbly tummies on this stream. Say about... I'm losing my voice. I am so sorry. About 1 o'clock, maybe? GTM? Maybe? If it's a little bit later, it might be a little bit later. But I'll definitely try and stream again. I want to make the most of having a few days off in a row, so I can. So that does not happen very often. Usually I work on a Thursday. So I usually have to pick a day that I'm off. Usually Tuesdays are my shopping day, so I don't usually get to stream then. Mondays I work all the time, so I never get a Monday stream. Wednesdays and Thursdays depends on whether or not I'm working. I can't work I can't stream weekends either because it's too noisy. So I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow, which is gonna be weird because I don't normally stream more than once a week. So I don't normally get multiple days off in a row like this, unless it's a weekend. I could even try and push for 3 days. We'll see. I won't promise anything, but we'll see. I might game tomorrow though. I don't know what. I'll still yap because I'm good at multi-streaming. We may play Balatro or Mordskaya. I don't know. I did want to do Stanley Parable. I can't get my words out. Stanley Parallel. Parable? I'll get there. But I want chat to decide my choices. So I'm going to have to make that a bigger thing. Like, advertise it and stuff like that. But I've been too lazy this week. So I definitely want to do that at some point. I have it installed ready. The sense of humor in that game is amazing. and I think chat will like it if they haven't like seen other people play it. Plus, you guys can get involved, so I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I just need to think of a good time to actually do that. Maybe in August, because I've booked 2 weeks off in a row. Originally, I was going to book my birthday week off. The department I was on at the time, I'm on a different department now, but the department I was on at the time, they already had someone off on holiday that week. So I had to have the 2 weeks before that week. So I got 2 weeks off there. I think my sister's got a week off at the same time as one of those weeks. So I don't know if I'll do something that week. We'll have to wait and see. But I'll definitely have to try and do the Stanley Parable there. The Stanley game. That one of those weeks, because then I've got more time. Hopefully it won't be too loud. School holidays. The kids are going to be home. Maybe I'll have to make that an evening stream. I'll have to wait and see. But chances are, it could be quiet, and I'm panicking for nothing. I forgot half term. Curse they're being kids. Curse it. Very cool. I'll watch it. I'll try to watch for it. Your talks are fun to tune in. I'm glad. I try to be entertaining. I'm not used to talking to myself, although I've gotten better at it. Of course, that now means I talk to myself in work, and all my coworkers are like, "You talk to me?" And I'm like, "No." As they say, the only surefire way of an intelligent conversation is to talk to yourself. Hello, I'm back. What has happened? Not much. I discussed D&D. My friend Will popped by. I do plan on having him on the channel at some point, because me, Anna, who's also been on the channel, and Will are all going to play Baldur's Gate together. And we're gonna record that, and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. I don't think we'll stream it though, because that's. And I mean, we could. I guess I'll have to ask them later. But we're planning to do a dirge run, a completely evil run. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I swear, I'm saying. I swear. We spoke more of D&D. I mentioned the MUDs I used to play, which are kind of like online D&D things, but not quite. What else did we talk about? The Stanley Parable, which I still can't freaking say. The Baldur's Gate 3 idea sounds like a good idea, love. It does sound like a good idea. The only reason we haven't already done it is because we've got a campaign going already. We're so close to the end. But there's 4 of us on that one. And it gets a little bit difficult, because I keep forgetting to ask them if they're free to play it. And everyone else also forgets. But that was this campaign where I'm playing a halfling dating Shadowheart, and I'm not gonna lie, the swimming scene still gets me. So you might not have known about this plane visit because you're new. I have mentioned this before, so Night will remember. During one of the romance scenes with Shadowheart, if you've romanced her before, you get to go swimming with her because she's never been. So you're kind of like teaching her how to swim. I'm sure if you were playing a elf or a taller race, It would be fine. I am playing a halfling though. So when it switched to my character in the water, all you could see was the top of their head. My character was drowning, pretty much drowning. And it was just hilarious because obviously the scene's meant for a taller character, and my character's not tall because it's a halfling. So it just looked like my character was drowning. It was hilarious. And every time Shadowheart wants to hug me, kiss me, she has to get on her knees just to be able to reach my cheek. It's adorable, but hilarious. It is funny how your character is basically drowning. It really is. It's hilarious. I wish I had recorded it because it was just that funny. Welcome back, Shin. And the other thing, if you're playing a bard, obviously once you reach the level that you unlock it, Otto's irresistible dance works pretty much 100% of the time on the bosses. The amount of times a boss type character has made a big grand speech and then is like, well, I'm going to kill you now. And I've just cast that on them. I've definitely shown chat once. I don't know if I've still got the clip. Did I upload that to YouTube? I want to say I uploaded it to YouTube. But it's hilarious, okay? Trust me, bro. Making the evil villain that's just done a grand speech dance. It's worth it every single time. Worth it. Well, that's I have to play that game sometimes. You should. It's such a good game. Such a good game. I wonder, do I have that? Do I have that? Because I want to say I did upload it to my channel. I want to say I did. Not that then. No, okay. Come on. No, okay. Oh, come on. I did. There you go. There we go. There it is. That's a flash from the past. That's an older model. Irresistible Dance is just too good. Such an overpowered ability. It really is. And yet it's funny every single time. It does not grow old. Let me get rid of this a second. That. Put there. I'm gonna have to hide chat for a second. I mean, I'll have to hide me. Oh no, wrong button. There we go. Let me skip. It is just so funny. He did a grand speech. And then he's just dancing. It cracks me up every single time. It cracks me up every single time. It's just like, yeah, you want to have a grand speech? Well, too late. You're gonna have to dance. Oh, you know. It never gets old. It never gets old. Yeah. Let's just restream. There we go. Let's bring chat back. Oh, I was playing something. Just a clip. It is on my channel. Although the sound quality is absolutely shite. That was back before I knew what I was doing. Oh, that is such an old model. Yeah, that was one of my older ones. Shame he really deserved about pay and just dancing. If not for the wing, I wouldn't know it's Yukiro. Yeah, that was a good model, mind. I do still have that model, but I don't have it set up anymore because that was on my old laptop. I don't even know if I have all the same assets and things. But yeah, that game is just so fun. Like, if you want to win fights as well, you can just like throw people off like cliffs and shit. I've not done that yet because I'm kind of a goblin when it comes to loot. I don't want to miss out on loot. I'm currently the richest bard in our campaign. Mind you, all of us are kind of rich because we're just like loot goblins. We just pick up everything. But yeah, that was one of my older customizable bundles. I've gone through a couple. Because when I first decided I was going to go the Vtuber route, I could only get the freebies. I think the first one I got was, I want to say fox, but it might have been a cat. It looks more like a fox. But then I realized, after I got the dragon one, the one that's part of my expose night, you know which one I mean, that was kind of when I decided that, yes, I want to lean more into my Welshness and stick with the dragon. As much as I would love the cat or fox ears and how expressive they are, I just like being an elven dragon. And so I'm happy with the choice I've gone. Maybe in another lifetime. Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that really rewards creativity. It does. It's not perfect, but it's mine. Or it's ours, I suppose. I just like a game that lets me choose. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to play nice. But there are times in a person's life where a little chaos needs to reign. Like with Mass Effect. Although I'm playing Paragon, there is one reporter who is going to get bitch slapped. That would be my one renegade option. I'm allowed one. And that's probably going to be it. I do actually need to play more of that so I can upload it to YouTube. You can both be a dragon and a cat at the same time. Nobody judges. Nobody judges. I mean, I could. That is one of the hair options. What? Did I put? Did I set that one on this one? Did I set that on this one? Did I? I don't think I did. Did I? Oh, I set that apparently. I set the dark mode's on. Did I not then? I guess I didn't. I thought I had put the cat ears on this one. Oh. Well, pitch punched reality. True. I know a certain catfish. So do I. Hey, look. Again, I don't really like lollies all that much. However, she's adorable, okay? Don't judge us. And hell can she sing? I'm so jealous. I was thinking of something. What was I thinking of? That's right. I don't think you guys can see this. Let me see if I can... Oh, there it is. Okay, the tail doesn't seem to work on it. Ooh. Hang on. Because you've got the cat ears, which are freaking adorable. You've got the bunny ears. Hang on, make sure you guys can actually see this. Oh damn! I moved too far over. So now you can't see it. There. So you've got bunny ears, which are also really cute. I mean, a dragon bunny. Can you imagine? It would be chaos. I don't think I've got the hyperness of a real bunny though, or the violence. Hey, bunnies are violent, okay? I've had bunnies, and one of them was a right bitch, okay? She was bloodthirsty. She used to go for my knees all the time. Every time I was trying to clean out her hutch, she would go for my knees. She would always draw blood too. Then I got the bear ears, which is still cute. But yeah, so I could be a dragon cat. But yeah, I think they might get in the way a bit. But they are there. There is an option for them. A dragon bunny would be chaotic, that's true. The internet is not ready for dragon bunnies. Usagi, never thought I'd see one. I mean, when I play Cult of the Lamb, I do sometimes have the extra ears. I haven't played Cult of the Lamb in ages, actually. Because I want to go into the animal aspect. So maybe I can set up the rabbit ears for that when I play that again one day. Yeah, the internet is not ready for this. I do like how expressive they are. I mean, look how cute. I could play around with the ears all day long. I really could. There we go. Let's just That's a violent bunny. She was. I don't know why either. Because I got it from a friend who had a litter of kits. Fairly sure kits is kits. I'm fairly sure bunnies are kittens as well. It's weird. So her bunny's all nice. Well, they were all nice. They're years dead now. This was back when I was a kid. But I don't know why mine turned out violent. My inner artistry wants to make a fan art for this. I will never turn down fan art, and but the internet is not ready. I definitely would love to have all of the things, though. I'm selfish, okay? Maybe for Halloween. Maybe I'll be a bunny girl for Halloween. Because, and then in real life, I can be the dragon me. I can go the complete opposite. So the only things I can do in real life cosplay myself and the Inquisitor from Dragon Age, because I have Scarf and Mythal's markings as temporary tattoos. So I can be a Dalish elf if I wanted. And I have fox ears with little bells on them. I don't know why I bought that, because I don't know any. I know characters. The type of fox ears that these are does not belong to any anime characters that I know of. So I think I just got them because they were cute. I draw like once a year, perhaps. I don't draw. I used to as a kid. I used to draw Sonic and Tails. The rest of the characters weren't really known to me then. I can't remember if they were. I think Amy might have been in the comic. But I don't think any of the other characters were. That I remember off the top of my head. I didn't have many comics, actually. I only had a couple. I was more familiar with the games. Sonic and Knuckles came out eventually, so I knew Knuckles, but originally it was just Sonic and Tails. And I used to be fairly decent at drawing headshots. Unfortunately, as much as I love my mother, she was very... She put me down a lot, unfortunately. And it kind of made me lose my passion for drawing and for learning. So it never went anywhere. I used to be decent at drawing some Pokemon, not all Pokemon, but decent at drawing Pokemon. And I don't know how many of you will know this show because it was a British cartoon. But I'm not sure where it aired outside of Britain. But The Animals of Farthing Wood. I used to be decent at drawing animals in that style as well. But then my mum was like, "Oh no, you traced that," and I was like, "Gee, thanks." And then years later, she was like, "Oh, you don't draw anymore," and I was like, "Yeah, I wonder why." If anyone has kids, which I don't think any of you guys do, but if you ever do, don't put your kids down. It can have lasting effects on people. It doesn't seem like it will, but it can. The Dragon Bunny is just too funny to be pissed. Does Yukiro have a Twitter tag I can use if I ever finish one? You know what? I don't think I've actually ever made a Twitter tag. I do have Twitter, obviously. But I've never really thought about it before. I'm very supportive mum as always. Yeah. I think the problem with mums, especially older mums, from my childhood. They didn't quite get things. A lot of parents nowadays grew up with like anime and manga. So they're kind of, not all of them, but some of them understand, and they're like might be more supportive. I'm sure there are many parents who aren't, but back then there wasn't as many. We were a very rare breed. Yeah, I felt like that as well, where I haven't been encouraged as a kid. Yeah, it sucks. That's kind of why I'm like, it sounds horrible, and I don't mean this in a horrible way, but I'm kind of glad that I started writing professionally after my mum passed away, because I wouldn't want her to make an offhanded comment that she probably doesn't even mean or doesn't understand, and then take my love away from writing, because that would suck. Writing is my expressive freedom. That's where I'm creative at. That's where I shine. I might not be great at drawing anymore, but I shine when it comes to storytelling. And I'd hate for that to be lost because of an offhanded comment. Twitter tag for Yukiro in general. I can send you my Twitter link. Again, I don't really know for a hashtag. Because we would have to choose something that isn't already chosen. Maybe reuse citizens or something? I don't know. I've never really thought about it. No. We don't want Twitter. Twitch. We want Twitter. Hey. It would help if I went back on that one. Paste. Okay, hopefully that link works. Yeah, encouraging helps them be more helpful and less cynical. It's good to have a creative outlet. It really is. Like, not everyone is going to be good at everything. But whether you're good or not, it's good to be able to do that creative thing. And when you put someone down so much that they no longer want to do the thing, it's not good. It's sad. Are Welsh parents like old-fashioned, like very conservative? It depends. It depends. My dad is where I get all my nerdiness from. He's not like a pro gamer like me and my brother, but he started us. He definitely started us. He was the chaos to my mum's poshness. So my mum was a little bit more conservative. She was still fairly progressive, but she was definitely from the posh families. So she was definitely a little bit more strict and old-fashioned. She was crazy in her own way, though, and lovely to a certain extent. So it definitely depends. But there's a link anyway. To my Twitter. But I know a lot of parents who are crazy. It definitely depends. Like, because like with everywhere, you've got those who are very conservative, maybe not quite on the same level as Americans. Americans, I think, take conservatism to a very whole different level, and that's where I'll leave that. But we're definitely like hold our beer. we can be conservative sometimes, but it depends. It depends. I think my modesty comes from a little bit of that side. Unfortunately, so does the craziness. I wouldn't really say I'm that conservative, though. I don't know. I've never really put too much thought into that sort of stuff. I'm just me. I am who I am, and that's all I be. Like, I really, really need a wee. I've been yapping so much. Not that you guys really needed to know that. What is the time? How long have we been streaming? 3 hours, okay. I keep looking. I'm just like, huh. My phone was blowing up then, and I was like, who's messaging me? It was no one. Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. Nobody's texting me. It's just phone notifications. And it's not even fun ones. It's updates. Huh. I see. I mean, I can't really blame strict parents, especially the conservative ones. That's just how they were raised as well. Yeah. They can't help being who they are. I will say, as I got older, I think my mum did let go of a little bit more. She did become a lot more relaxed, in some ways. In other ways, she got a lot more confrontational, which was a choice. I don't like talking bad about it because, you know, she's dead and buried. Or, well, not buried. She's ashes. But, yeah, me and my mum had a love-hate relationship. That's the nicest way I can put it. When she was nice, she was very nice. When she had a gripe to pick, I suddenly found headphones and music. I kind of think that's why I like music actually so much, because it's an escape, especially loud music. I will admit, I used to love Linkin Park. I still do actually. I still listen to their songs every now and then. And I'm just like, falling in my skin. I blame my brother on that one. He used to listen to Linkin Park. And I'm just like, what's this? Let me borrow your CD. Download. Yeah. Before that, I was the classical pop enjoyer because I didn't have many friends as a kid. And the group I managed to make friends with were the outcasts of the outcasts. So you had the popular kids or the bullies. Then you had the nerdy kids. They weren't D&D nerds. I don't think that was a thing when I was growing up. Not here anyway. However, they're kind of like the computer whiz kids. They're not D&D kind of nerds. And then there was us. We didn't really fit in within any group. Me and one other gamers but we played vastly different games. However, she did get me into RPGs because I used to play Pokemon. Didn't consider that an RPG because I was a kid, didn't know any better. So she got me into Final Fantasy VII and Grandia, which is an amazing game, guys. You need to play it. I am replaying it currently, but not on stream. Maybe I will one day. She got me into RPGs. But back then I used to play like Sonic and platformers and things like that more than RPGs. So I will give her credit where credit is due. She got me into RPGs. But our other friends, one was a musical nerd. One was just the average kid who was into pop music. Of course, that's the one that we kind of attached ourselves at the hip because we were in most of the same classes. So we kind of got attached at the hip. She was more sporty, and into pop, and really into like idol culture. Well, not idol culture in the sense of Japanese idol culture, but British idol culture back in the day. So I ended up being kind of into idol culture back in the day and pop groups like boy bands and things until I learned what rock was and metal. Although I didn't listen to as much metal, but a little bit. So I used to listen to like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, all the cringe stuff. Good cringe, but still cringe. Until I listened to my brother's Linkin Park, and then I was like, I love it. Give me more. And the rest is history. Now my music taste is just all over the place because I can't decide what genre I like. Spice Girls, no. Hot take, I didn't like Spice Girls. I liked 2 of their songs. I think Mama was one of them. I can't remember the name of the other song. But I liked their slow songs. I did not like Spice Up Your Life. I hated that song. I don't know why. And tell me what you want, what you really want. I hate that one as well. I don't know why. They play that in work all the time, and it makes me rage. It makes me rage. Anyways, I'm gonna go soon. I have to go. No worries, Night. Thank you for the stream, guys. It was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the stream. No worries, Night. Thank you for coming. And thank you for sharing your story. You have such an interesting fan group. We do. I don't actually speak to any of the childhood friends anymore, unfortunately. We all went our separate ways. One Direction is also British, right? Yes. Can't say I really listened to them, but they were really popular at some point. I don't even know who's popular these days. Because I stopped listening to radio and things. If it's on in the car, I'll have it on in the car. But I don't really know who's popular or anything these days. I get all my music from online or from movie soundtracks. I'll tell you what I've been listening to a lot lately. And you guys might have already watched it. But the music soundtrack from K-pop Demon Hunters. Now, if that is not fucking catchy or not, I don't care. But I'm addicted. I've watched the movie like 3 or 4 times now, just for the soundtrack. And I've got the music on my iPhone. And I've just been listening to it constantly. Oh, it's so catchy, though. It is catchy, but I also hate it. But yeah, Spice Girls was overplayed. I agree. See, back then I was in my cringe, boo girl power stage. I don't think I've actually grown out of that. Yeah, Mayoshi will also be streaming in a few minutes, so I should probably prepare my second monitor. It's okay, don't worry about it. I said I was gonna go like half hour ago. Who are you planning on watching? By the way, Huntrix, yes. It's such a good movie, though. I needed more, like, yesterday. Like, I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy it, because I'm not really into rap all that much. And for the art style was a little bit weird. I have read a couple of I'm probably going to butcher this, manhwas? Is that the term? I think I still own them, actually. So I do have some Korean comic books. Manhwas? I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna like style. However, the movie's insanely good, and I actually even like the rap. So there we are. Oh wow, yeah, I've heard about K-pop Demon Hunter sounds neat. It's good. Like, if you can make rap sound listenable, it's going to sound really wrong. To my ears, my sensitive little ears, then you're doing something right. Look, I'm a simple person. I like music that I can hear because I'm an old person. I've always had hearing problems, and certain tones and vocal sounds don't agree with my ears. They can physically hurt my ears. I'm partially deaf in one ear. I can still hear out of it, but certain tones affect it. So I can't listen to rap very much. Old school rap's usually fine, because they usually do good tones. What's the one? I can't remember who sings it, but Gangsta Paradise. I used to love that song. But music today, at least rap, I don't know what it is. It might be just the vocal tones or something. It can physically hurt my ears, so I can't listen to it, unfortunately. But the songs in Demon Hunters, K-pop Demon Hunters, that didn't hurt my ears, and I was able to listen to the lyrics, and the lyrics were good, and that's what I like. Mage Mimi, I talked about her earlier. She's a great artist, idol. Oh, you're not on my Discord. Tag them on my Twitter, or DM me on Twitter with their YouTube if they have a YouTube, or Twitch if they have Twitch, and I'll give them a follow. I can't promise I'll watch them constantly, but I'll definitely follow. Because even though I am a VTuber, which is still weird to say that, I'm also a fan. K-pop. Oh, yep, I see. Rap. Rap is very common in K-pop. Yeah, it is. It is. I have noticed that. I don't blame. Like, old school rap used to be insanely good. Like, I'm probably going to get hate for this because he's white. Eminem, I used to listen to him a lot back in the day because his lyrics did not hurt my ears physically, and I could understand the lyrics. So Slim Shady, please stand up. So some of the old school stuff is fine. I can handle that. I don't know what it is about the new stuff, though. A lot of it I can't even understand, which is it's not the singer's fault. That's just to do with my hearing. But yeah, I found I didn't have a problem with the music in K-pop. Demon Hunters. I did not have a problem at all, and it was nice to be able to actually hear and understand them. I'm sure one day in the future, this clip is going to be this part is going to be clipped and taken way out of context. If that ever happens, chat, you have my permission to get a huge don't sign and hit people over the head with it. I'm joking. Don't actually do that. It's gonna happen though. One of these days. Right. since his idol is going to go live in a minute, and I don't want to overtake and force him to have to stream both of us, I will be kind and end stream soon. A lot of the new stuff sounds the same, but I don't listen to much newer stuff, so who knows. See, I agree. I don't listen to a lot of new stuff either. When it's on the radio, I can't really tell the difference either. Which sounds awful, because I'm sure there is differences. I'm sure they're fine. Like, they're obviously popular. But, yeah. My problem with the new stuff is that it's usually about 3 things. Drugs, which I have no interest in. Can I even say that on stream? Oh well. It's not like I can be demonetized when I'm not even monetized. Sex, which, okay, but I don't want to listen about that. And cheating on your partner. And it's not being cheated on, it's doing the cheating. And I find that deplorable. I don't think that should be celebrated or encouraged or praised. And that's just weird to me. I don't know. It's just not my thing. And as has been cheated on, it's kind of a sore topic. Especially when you're like, oh yeah, I just cheated on my girlfriend. Hee hee hee. Why is that? Why is that a thing in songs? New songs today? I don't understand. It's weird. Does nobody else find that weird? Is it just me? Oh well. Anyway. Anyway, I am gonna go. I am busting now. And I need something to eat. But we'll definitely chat tomorrow. Maybe we'll play a game. I don't know what yet, though. Maybe more Balatro. Because that's a good game where I can chat and play something. At the same time. So maybe we'll do that. Just sent a link to Twitter UK on there. Just sent I can't read today. Just sent a link on Twitter, Yukiro. Thanks though. It's alright. I will follow you back. I'm currently using the stream. I'm currently using my phone, is what I was trying to say, to track, face track. So as soon as I'm done stream, I will follow back. And I'll definitely take a look. Balatro, yes. We haven't played in a week, 2 weeks. What did we play last time? We played Disgaea last time, didn't we? So yes, we'll play Balatro. And eventually I will gather enough people to play Stanley Parable. So then you guys can choose my actions. English is not English in Yukiro. Indeed. You would think English wasn't my primary language, with how much I stumble over frickin' English words. Speaking of words, I can't say the word. Did you know, fun Welsh fact, that we have one of the longest town names in the world? It's insanely long. Let's see. I'll put it into chat. Yeah. When I say there's no way I'll be able to say that word, I meant it. I can say the beginning bit and the end bit. I saw that long sign as well. My dyslexia looks at that word and it just goes, no. I'm out of here. I'm going on holiday. Clanfair, something, go. This is about as much as I know. I'm terrible. I mean, I know the two L's together make a phlegmy sound. The sound. Two D's together make a th sound. I do remember some of my Welsh. But don't ask me to say this name. It's insane. I think most people just call it Llanfair. Just to be easier and kinder to the English. And everybody else who can't read this fucking name. Llan for short, yeah. It's a fun town name though. Maybe one day I'll practice it enough and I'll be able to say it. Don't count on that though. Don't count on it. Right. Okay, I'm definitely going out because I'm starting to feel my stomach growl. It's going growl. So I'm definitely going because I am getting hungry. I don't know what I even want to eat yet. Maybe pasta. Or did I have pasta the other day? No, I had Chinese the other day. So I had duck chow mein. Maybe I wonder if I do have pasta. I know I have pasta. Do I have the sauce though? Maybe. Or maybe I'll do something British and eat beans on toast. Okay, don't knock it until you try it, okay? That isn't on my birth registration because that would be a hell of a tiring hometown to write down. Oh, can you imagine? Just looking at it is giving me anxiety. Right, okay. Where was I? Right. Thank you for the stream. Hope you find something good to grab and eat. Let us see you on, I guess, on the other stream. You might. Right. Halfa. I will see you guys. Actually, how do you do the Twitch raid? I've never actually done one of those because I keep forgetting that's a thing over on Twitch. Hopefully it doesn't. Let's have a look. Who's streaming? No, there's actually a few streamers. Ever since I started VTubing, all I get recommended is mostly VTubers. which is great. Oh, and some random girl. It's a good thing I'm not actually showing this on my feed. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Do we even have people on Twitch watching? I don't think we do. So it's probably not worth it. Oops, didn't mean to close the window. Okay, we won't do a proper Twitter raid. But let's still... Where is she? There. Hopefully this finds them. Is that her? Maybe it's not. Oh, I think I found them. Let's... Come on, YouTube. Work with me. Oh, thank God for that. I thought that... I was like, have I silenced it? So I don't want to, like... Yeah. Okay, it was. Okay. Let me... How do I... Oh, yeah. I'll get that. We'll do a friendly YouTube raid. This is my first raid. Help. Okay. Oh, Chrome. Something. Yeah. Hang on. Let's get rid of dragon. Is this person Jin? I hate it when it does this. Right there. This person. Raid this person. I'm fairly sure this is the right one. YouTube, stop. Hang on. I can't do this. How do people raid normally? Like, seriously, how do people raid? This person here. We're gonna hide Chrome a minute because I need to go back onto Restream to post the actual freaking link. Here, raid this person. But they seem cute. I'm definitely gonna subscribe. All. I will. I can't chat in there yet, so I'm just gonna send a few hearts. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Watch this person. Right, let me get that. Yeah, they seem cute. I think this is who Shin mentioned, so let's raid, oh, what did he say her name was again? Mage Mini, there we go. Friendly raid. Right, I'm gonna go. I will see you all guys in the next one.